Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode on the TimeShot server. I am Atyrum, and I've been doing a little bit of stuff in between episodes, but mostly the most important thing that has happened recently is that I have just finished moving into a new house, out of the apartment that my wife and I were in. So now we're in a house. I have my own recording studio. Sounding a little bit echoey right now. I'm gonna have to get my microphone moved closer to myself, but right now I don't have a way to prop it up. I've just got to do some figuring out. But yeah, I did post a picture of my setup on Twitter if you are interested in that. My Twitter handle is Atyrum, so that's easy to find. But anyways, let's get on to what I've been doing between episodes, because I believe when we last left off, all I had really done was this central area over here. So obviously we have the entryway and all that good stuff to the Jedi Enclave. And then I think I showed off this tree and the starts of these hallways over here. I think that's as far as we got though. I did record an episode that was meant to go up last week, but unfortunately I decided I didn't want to post that one because it was kind of bleh, and I just didn't feel like it was up to par. So yeah, I basically got my storage room. I got that all finished out. I got everything labeled. Originally I was gonna do item frames, but item frames do cause quite a bit of lag, so I decided that it'd be better to go with signs. Mostly, I don't know if it's really for my own use. I mean, I get used to where things are once I use a storage room enough. But if anybody's gonna download this, the world download, and look at my stuff for some reason, this makes it easier. And this wall over here is not finalized. I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna set that up. I might do a pattern with these furnaces. I think I've done something like this before. Pop those out real quick, and then kind of do like a... So you got to shift to do that. It kind of have like a diagonal pattern like that. I think, or like a what's the word? A grid. I think that looks kind of cool if we do it like that. So, and then we just need one more furnace up there. I think that could look cool. So I may end up doing that, and then I still got to fit my ender chest over here, and possibly find a place to put the shulker boxes that I have. I only have a couple of those, although I can always get more. And then these carpets here are hiding some lighting. Don't know if it's necessary to have lighting over here, but I did want it just in case. But I will change that out with brown carpeting. I just don't have any cocoa beans right now. So yeah, we've only really got a couple of projects left to really finish on the inside of this build. So the next one would be the dormitory over here, which of course I haven't really gotten very far on yet. Not gotten very far, I mean I haven't done anything over here just yet. So yeah, that's still a project that I gotta work on. And then over this way, well, let's go ahead and sleep the night away real quick, just so we don't have any monsters interrupting us. And I do hear a zombie down there. I thought I had lit up all those caves down there when I did some messing around with floors in a couple areas of the base over there, but I guess I haven't lit up all the caves just yet, so I may have to work on that. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it does get kind of annoying to have all the zombies just kind of groaning and moaning all below you. That gets a little bit irritating. It's not too bad, but I don't know. So yeah, we're heading in here. So yeah, this wing over this way is, well, this whole hallway here is finished. I think the thing that I talked about in the episode I deleted was putting in a bit of greenery in here, probably putting some potted plants on these little table end things here, putting a couple more of those along the hallways somewhere, preferably out of the way. I don't really want to stick them in the hallway over here because you put one on each side, and that just makes it more difficult to walk through the hallway. I like having longer hallways. I like having higher ceilings, just because it feels like you have more space, and it's just a lot easier to navigate. These are just here temporarily. I think I'm done using them in this specific spot. Just had them there to have all my resources on me. And then this is where the training room is in its current incarnation. Very bland. Got to do a lot of work with this. Some kind of decoration. Probably gonna put some swords and shields on the wall, and probably do something with the pattern on the floor. Not 100% sure what yet, but we'll figure something out. And then over here is the council chamber. Still quite a bit to do here. Obviously, it doesn't have a roof. So this is the other room in the Jedi Enclave that's not really anywhere near finished, honestly, because there are going to be trees in here on each of these three little insets, and then I still got to do the roof, and I'm probably going to do something else inside here. I feel like I'm not 100% sold on the colors here, so I feel like I could do some work in there. And then, yeah, probably some seating around the edge over here, so it's kind of like a council chamber, and somebody can walk in and, stand in the middle of everybody and be judged by the world or what have you. So, yeah, that's kind of where we stand with the Jedi Enclave right now. Originally, I had wanted this to be done for the world download, but today, the day I'm recording this, is July 30th. Tomorrow is July 31st, and of course that's the last day in July. There's no way I'm going to have this whole thing finished by then. I thought I'd have time to do it, but what with the move and everything like that, and just being busy packing and all that, just haven't had time to get that all done. Plus, I didn't want to do too much work off camera. I wanted to bring you guys in and show you this build in progress. I know we're only 5 episodes in, and we really only started on this build in episode 2, so I guess you guys have missed a lot, but yeah, now that I'm all settled down in this house here, I have my own recording studio, and I should be able to set things up to possibly do some kind of build montages and stuff in the future when I work on things. So anyways, let's go ahead, and I need a set of shears to grab some stuff real quick, and then I'm going to work on a few things while I kind of blab about a few things, mostly related to my build here, and also I don't know. I think there's some other topics I want to talk about, but if I forget what I was intending to talk about this episode, I can always bring those up at another time. So 2 iron for shears. Yes. Okay. So I want to go ahead and grab some vines because I do want to go ahead and spruce up the exterior of the Jedi Enclave, make it look a bit nicer. Because right now it's just a whole lot of stone brick. I mean, obviously we also have a lot of orange in here too, but I do want to spruce up the exterior, spruce up the path down here. I do already have some cracked stone brick, and I think I probably still need to gather up quite a bit more stone. Although I've actually been, don't tell anybody else, but I've been stealing the cobblestone from the mindless mine over there because that's not too far away. And I figured nobody's really using it; it's just kind of sitting in there. So yeah, and I went ahead and set up a temporary vine farm down here for my own purposes. So let's go ahead and mine that up. So yeah, as far as the plans for the Jedi Enclave go, the original plan, I suppose it probably would be easier to talk about this if I was actually out there, but the original plan I had for it, especially the back side of it, because the back side of it is an area you don't see in the games that it's based off of. I mean, at this point, I've gone pretty far off of the actual games it's based off of. I've kind of mostly just been doing my own thing. I mean, there's not a storage room like the one I have in the games, so that's completely of my own design. And a lot of the other stuff I've been doing is not based off what's in the games. I mean, I basically just based the original exterior in a sense off of the Knights of the Old Republic games and the Jedi Enclave in those games. But yeah, from here on out, I'm kind of just taking things my own path. I'm probably going to do whatever makes it look better in Minecraft, because sometimes just trying to replicate something like that in a game like this, and especially if you're on a different scale, and by different scale, I mean it's not even, scaled to scale. Like, it's not even meant to be block for block or anything like that, or yeah, so it's gonna look a bit different, and there's probably gonna be some places where we can afford to make a lot of changes, so we are gonna be doing that. But yeah, so I suppose we are gonna hop up here on top of the Enclave, so I can go ahead and talk about what I was going to say there, if I can get up there. So basically in the games, all you can see is from the front up here. You can walk around here, and I think there's like hills on the sides over here, so you can't see past that. So you really can't see any of these areas back here and what they might look like. I think maybe there might be a little bit of an outcropping from here. I don't think it's orange. I think it's more gray. Although we might make it orange just to make this thing more symmetrical, because I think that'd be a bit nicer looking. But basically, we don't really know what it looks like on the back side. So my original plan was just to cover the whole thing with a mountain of dirt. And just call it good, and then that way you can just see the Enclave from the front side. But I kind of decided that maybe that's not the best option, because I realized looking at this, I kind of do. I mean, I don't really like the way it looks right now, but I don't know. I kind of like the way it looks, like the layout of it. And I think if I did a little bit of work with it, and I covered up, the ugly bits, because there's just random stripes and the random lamps there and such like that. If we cover all that stuff up and give it some kind of better exterior, I mean, probably just cover this with like stone brick and stone brick variants and all that kind of stuff, and some stairs, and texture it out a little bit, and heck, even like the exterior of this doesn't look too bad. I think I do want to cover up like the clay and stuff. I don't know. We'll see what we do, but I think I'm going to leave this semi-exposed in the sense that I'll cover up all the parts that don't really match. But I will leave this, and with that being said, I will be able to add windows in some of the hallways to make them look a bit more interesting. Because originally, since I was going to cover it all up with dirt, I was not going to be able to do windows on the inside, so that would have been a little bit irritating, because I feel like a lot of the hallways already, even though I only have a couple of them, are starting to get a little bit bland. So yeah, let's go ahead and plant some vines around here. Let's put one there. Let's try and, I mean, we don't want to have too many, and at some point I will go ahead and put some string down there. Mostly just going to let these grow and see how they look. If I decide I don't like them, I can always take them down, but yeah, I kind of want to let these kind of grow on their own. See if it looks nice, and then I can always put string down at the bottom to prevent them from growing too far, because I'm not going to want them in the way of our walkways down there, and in general, just I don't want them in your face right down there. So yeah, we'll go ahead and plant some of these. I'm not sure, do they grow horizontally as well as vertically? Because I know that they'll grow down, but are they going to grow all the way around like the whole circle here? Because I'm not sure if I want that. I kind of just want a couple hanging down here. And I believe this is the only place we really want vines right now. So that should be good. We just gotta wait for those to grow. And I suppose if we really wanted to, we could put some vines up here too. I will pass on that. I'm just gonna let these ones grow down, see how that looks, and yeah, we'll call that good. So I'll probably save that for next episode. So next episode, I'll probably have let these grow down, and then I'll trim them accordingly and put string at the bottom to prevent them from growing too far. So next order of business is I want to go ahead and spruce up the top of the enclave up there, because it feels a little bland. It feels like there's too much brick up there, stone brick up there. So what are we using on the interior here? We're using sandstone. So we probably want to go sandstone. I think I'm going to grab some clay and sandstone. Actually, I still have my shulker boxes on me, and all that stuff is in here. So let's grab some clay. I think that might work the best. And then we're going to have that go around. Well, shoot, I probably shouldn't have put the vines up, because I was planning on putting up a rim around here. And now that I have the vines there, it's going to, once they grow down, it's going to destroy them. So I guess we have to go back up there and take all those pieces out, because I think it would look best if we had the rim around the top. And oops, I fell in the water. If we had that be orange clay. Let's see if we can land up here. Yes, we can, because we're good at ender pearling. Oh crap, that's no, that's not going to work, because I don't want the outside to have the orange rim. I just want the inside to have it. Indeed. So what if we just put an orange rim, like, actually, I'm just thinking right here. I mean, this is why a lot of times I will not, I do most of my building off camera. I think I probably mentioned that, or I might have mentioned it in my last episode that didn't get posted, but it's because I spend too much time trying to figure stuff out. What if we just had like columns that were orange instead of trying to make a rim of orange? I think that might look a little bit nicer. Like if we went ahead and went like that. Yeah, basically all in the name of just sprucing things up a little bit, because I feel like there's a lot of color on the bottom half of this area here, and there's not any color at all up on top. So I think if we go ahead and do a little bit of this here, and nothing can spawn in that area back there, can it? I don't believe so. We're going to throw a torch back there anyway. We could get a baby zombie down there or something like that, and that would just be more annoying noises. That will work. And then we probably want to put those ones up there. I'm going to go ahead and sleep the night away again, because we don't have real doors on this place. So even though I've kind of lit up a lot of this area, like, I mean, right over here it's still dark, and I'm pretty sure zombies can get to you from that point, because they do have pretty long-range tracking, so we do got to watch out for that. And I don't want stuff sneaking up on us. I mean, I guess the thing I'm mostly worried about is creepers. Zombies don't worry me too much, because I have pretty decent armor. So, yeah, it's mostly a matter of just annoyances. So we're just going to sleep because we can. And that's the end of that. So let's go ahead and finish out these pillars on the edges here. And yeah, I can't tell how long we've been going. I do have a second monitor now at my desk, but I haven't gotten it set up yet. So once that's set up, I'll have OBS open on that monitor, so I'll actually be able to see the timer going on OBS. It's just right now I like to play Minecraft in full screen. I mean, I guess I could record it in windowed mode, but I like playing Minecraft in full screen. I like having the full experience, so I can't actually see OBS while I'm in the middle of playing. So we have a little bit of dirt, so let's go ahead. We're going to do a bit of pillaring. Gotta hop up here. Or those aren't actually half slabs, those are on the full block where you could... Bleh. Ignore that. Ignore that. Pretend I didn't say anything. That wasn't going to make sense no matter how it came out. That's not going to work, though. That's going to be a problemo. Yeah, that is a major problem. Crap. Yeah, because that's going to come through from the... I don't want the orange to be visible from the outside. I didn't realize how tight a space we were dealing with here. So we may have to stick just with those pillars right there and then find somewhere else to spruce up with orange up on top. For now, we got to figure out how to fix this without, you know, breaking literally everything. And I think we'd probably do it to break literally everything. Because I know I broke some stairs at one point before and I had to, you know, go back through and like completely redo them. So let's go ahead and get these put back in. And then we'll head back into the courtyard here and see what else we can do. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, because this was my plan here. So I thought we were gonna do it like this, but obviously that didn't quite work out. And can we ender pearl back inside? It's probably gonna miss. I feel like I always overshoot it. Up, and now we're on the other side. Okay, I guess we're just gonna run inside the normal way. So yeah, we need a little bit of orange up on top. So what if this area, this ring right here, what if that was orange? I wonder if that would work. Well, before I do that, I'm gonna leave this open for suggestions because I'm not really sure. All I really know is we need more color in here. Maybe having these vines here will help. I think this has really helped spruce it up. Having these little pillars be orange. But go ahead and let me know in the comments what you guys think if you have an opinion on this at all. Where do you think the orange needs to go? Like, do I need to take down this entire rim up here? Although, again, that's not actually going to work now that I think of it, because we do have those stairs there that are going to be in the way. I don't want the orange to be visible from the outside. So, do we maybe put a ring to kind of clarify what I'm talking about? So this ring that's kind of on the indented right here. So right underneath that, the block underneath that, if that was a ring around that was orange, would that look good? Is that something that we could do? I mean, we do have the world download coming out in just a couple days, so I could always save this until that world download comes out. That way I can go ahead and do this in creative as a test, because otherwise I have to pillar up several times to do that, and that's just a pain in the butt. But that is one of the side effects of not building things out in creative first, so there's that. Let's see here. Let's go ahead. Do I have any clay or bricks that I can make some potted plants with? I probably don't. I don't think I usually have clay on me. So that'd probably be over here in various items. It doesn't look like it. We could run out to the ocean real quick to do that. The other thing, there's a lot of little things that I need to get done. I need a silk touch pick. Yeah, I need to go get some clay. I need to get some cocoa beans at some point. These are all little things. I mean, I probably wouldn't want to do these on camera. Actually, the ocean is over this way, isn't it? Let's go ahead. We should be able to find clay pretty quickly. I don't think people nowadays generally go diving for clay, because obviously it's really easy to get clay, especially when you have a mesa right next to spawn. So it should be pretty easy to find some clay. I don't think anybody on the server is building out of bricks or using that many flower pots, so there should be some right off the shore. But yeah, there's a lot of little things, little tasks that I keep forgetting to do that I know I need to do, like the things I mentioned before. I probably need to gather certain blocks. I think I need more andesite as well. Just so many little things I need to get working on that they're all just like menial tasks that I'm not going to do on camera. And this is going to be a little bit difficult to see now that I think of it. I should have brought, I think a water breathing potion would have made it easier to see underwater. I wonder if placing a torch down at the bottom will actually help at all or not. Because I can't really see anything. I bet you if I turned off the light in my office, it would probably help, but that's okay. Any of the clay is going to be closer to the shore, though, now that I think of it. Because the deep ocean is all gravel, and it's not going to be in there. This might be where somebody already dug out some clay. So it's possible somebody's already kind of scavenged this shore for clay. But yeah, it's hard to say for sure if somebody has without watching videos. And I don't even know if that would be in a video. Somebody going for their clay, that probably would have been something done off camera. I'm not really seeing much, so this might be a bit of a failed expedition here. We might have to do that in between episodes or something. I just got to remember to do it. You know what? I should probably just set up some kind of like signboard that has a list of everything I needed to do with my current base, everything I need to gather, all that kind of stuff, and just set that somewhere in my base and just knock off the signs when I complete the task. So that would just make things so much easier. But yeah, so there has been some sad news related to the TimeShot server, by the way. I just got reminded of this walking by some people's bases. But we had 3 members recently over the past week leave the server for a variety of reasons. Pudsey, whose house is over there, Edson, whose house is over there, and Anasia, whose house is, I think it's the one with the llamas inside of it. Is it that one? But yeah, they all left the server for various reasons. I know Anasia doesn't really play Minecraft anymore, I don't believe. Pudsey has kind of stopped doing YouTube, although I think she still streams games from time to time. And Edson just didn't feel like continuing out the server. There were some other issues as well, but those are all private issues that don't need to be aired out in the public. But yeah, it's sad to see all these people go. Didn't really get a chance to know any of them, really, because I haven't really gotten a chance to play with anybody other than the people. Well, I mean, did I ever play with Edson in the murder games? I don't know if we ever played murder together. I think he probably missed the American Time murder sessions that I made. So I don't think I got a chance to play with any of those 3. So it's kind of sad I never got a chance to play with them. But I mean, they're still around, and I'm sure they'll keep up with the TimeShot community. I mean, I don't think there's any bad blood between anyone. So. At least nothing serious. I mean, yeah, I'll end that topic off there. So yeah, sad to see some members go. Hopefully, maybe we'll see some new members at some point. I can't say anything else on that front. There's not. I don't think there's anybody planning to join anytime soon, so there is that. Like, don't think that I'm hinting at something. I'm not hinting that there's a new member coming. I'm still the newbie, and I might be the newbie for a little while yet, but that's okay. I'll enjoy being the newbie for now. But yeah, not sure how long this episode has gone. It's been kind of rambling, not really doing much, but I did do a lot off camera, and I wanted to show that off. I got a message Poet about getting my alternate account whitelisted so that I can use that to do some montage builds. And I'll probably that's going to be the next episode. I mean, I don't want to make a promise that'll be the next episode, but there's a good chance the next episode will be me building the dome over the council chamber over here, and I will go ahead and use my alt account to record a montage of that. So that should be pretty cool if we go ahead and do that. So yeah, I think that's all we wanted to do this episode. Yeah, like I said before, not much going on this episode. I know when I first recorded this episode 5, I think, the one that I didn't actually end up uploading, I didn't really do much in that episode either. I did announce that I was planning on working on a wither skeleton farm in the Nether, but I haven't even started that yet, so that's another reason I didn't bother posting that episode, because that's a project I won't get to for a little while yet, I'm pretty sure. Still got to gather a lot of resources for that. So yeah, and other than that, I just showed off what's here, and I made a little bit of progress since then, but not much. So that episode doesn't really need to go up, and you guys didn't really miss anything that I didn't already cover in this episode. So yeah, that'll end it off for today. Should be more exciting stuff coming in the future. I do apologize if some of these recent episodes have been a little low effort. It's mostly just been because of the move and just not having a space to record most of the time. So I would usually have to just take what time I had and just record something, get it out, and just make sure I had something. But now that I moved in, I have my own recording studio. I have my own desk. I can get that all set up, and it's a lot easier to record an episode over a series of days, because I know for sure that I'll have time to record, and it's not relying on my wife's schedule anymore. So yeah. That's the end of this episode. I've rambled on enough. I do ramble on a lot at the end of the episodes because I'm always talking about what I want to do next and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, on and off here, we'll have some cool stuff going on next episode with build montages and such. Unless we can get some collabs going or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode of TimeShot.